It seems that the Sussexes have allegedly found themselves a new home in Portugal. Turns out the rumoured palace is nothing but a plot of land in an unfinished development. The CostaTerra Golf and Ocean Club, a future luxury resort south of Lisbon, has yet to materialise. First off, it's worth noting that they're not the first royals with a rumoured interest in this scenic Portuguese area. Harry's cousin, Princess Eugenie, and her husband Jack Brooksbank supposedly have their own little slice of heaven here too. But at least Jack and Eugenie have been upfront about it. They're waiting on an actual building to go with their property. Meanwhile, Harry and Meghan seem to be planning a grand future in a location that hasn't even broken ground. Now, let's break down the absurdity of this rumoured purchase. The CostaTerra Club, with its proposed 300 properties, is part of a luxury development still under construction, in every sense of the word. Prices start at a modest €4 million. Instead, Harry and Meghan's alleged new home is more a piece of Portuguese dirt than a dazzling villa by the sea. In fact, the entire place is slated to be completed in the next few years. So, while we're all busy speculating about their latest real estate conquests, it turns out that they might just own a piece of land. One has to wonder why even bother buying a non-existent home. Well, some say that this move could have been a favour for Jack, who's apparently in on the deal. He might be helping to offload these homes, which could be experiencing a bit of a downturn in Portugal. Is Portugal really the next big thing, or are we looking at a dot flop in the making? The housing market there isn't exactly booming, and interest in these luxury developments is rumoured to be waning. So Jack may be hoping Harry and Meghan can sprinkle some royal fairy dust on the venture. In the unlikely event that Harry and Meghan actually set foot on their Portuguese plot, they could try to build a home and wait for the club's grand opening, but given the slow pace of construction, they'd better pack a lunch, or, as some suspect, Meghan might simply be throwing this rumour out there to keep herself in the headlines. After all, who wouldn't want to picture the Duchess settling down in Europe as a backup plan, just in case California's sun loses its shine? Still, this purchase doesn't add up. The Discovery Land company behind CostaTerra, while certainly legitimate, has other properties that are similarly under development for what feels like an eternity. And if their Portugal project follows suit, Harry and Meghan might be waiting well into Meghan's 50s before they have a place to hang their hats. So we're left with a simple plot of land and a whole lot of speculation, much like the Sussexes' other ventures. A lot of talk, very little to show for it. The entire point of being a celebrity in a far-off semi-secret beach location is the promise of privacy. But somehow we doubt that that's on the cards for Harry and Meghan, who seem more interested in staying relevant than staying off the grid. It's hardly the first time they've been spotted at one of these developments under the guise of a potential purchase. They were papped in Costa Rica at another such place a while back, which, just like this one, remains very much a work in progress. By the time the CostaTerra development actually opens its doors, the Sussexes will probably have moved on to the next rumoured real estate project, chasing elusive homes around the globe. So while Meghan and Harry might love to keep us guessing, this story seems less like a royal adventure and more like a well-orchestrated PR stunt.